Channel 26, simulcast over DZTZ 828 Radio Filipino. Join me in this 25-minute full of learning. I am Ricarte Maglalang, your teacher broadcaster in Mathematics Grade 4, saying, Good morning, learners! Before we begin, I will give you a few seconds to get the things that you will use. Your compendium, paper, and pen. Please settle down and let's get started. For today's lesson, you are going to learn finding the area of irregular figures made up of squares and rectangles. Everything around us form shapes. Buildings are rectangle in shape. Fruits are mostly circle and triangle, and many others. But have you tried to find out more on shapes? If you are interested, let's explore more and enjoy. In this lesson, you will learn how to find the area of irregular figures made up of familiar shapes. Open your Mathematics Grade 4 Compendium of Notes on page 3. But before that, let's have a drill. Here is the direction. Count the number of squares in each shape. I repeat, count the number of squares in each shape. Write the letter of the correct answer. Figure 1. Is it A, 24? B, 26, C, 28, D, 30. The correct answer is C, 28. For figure 2, A, 12, B, 11, C, 10, D, 9. The correct answer is B, 11. For figure 3, is it A, 22, B, 23, C, 24, D, 25. The correct answer is D, 25. For figure 4, is it A, 44, B, 46, C, 48, D, 50? The correct answer is A, 44. And for figure 5, A, 38, B, 36, C, 34, D, 32. The correct answer is B, 36. How many did you get? I assume that most of you got 5 or 4. Am I correct? I hope so. What you have answered is all about area. What is an area and how it is measured? Area is the number of unit squares that cover a surface of a figure. I repeat, area is the number of unit squares that cover the surface of a figure. Area is measured in square units such as square centimeters or square meters and many more. Let's have a review about the area formula of rectangle and square. What is the area formula of rectangle? Area is equal to length times width, or A equals L times W. What about the area formula of square? The area formula of square is equal to area equals side times side, or A equals S squared, or S times S. Let us have another drill. Find the area of the following figures. Figure 1. The side is 5 centimeters. What is its area? Area, or A, is equal to S squared, or S times S, where the length of side is equal to 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters times 5 centimeters is equal to 25 square centimeters. Number 2. The length is 8 centimeters and the width is 5 centimeters. What is its area? Area is equal to length times width, or A equals L times W, where the length is 8 centimeters and the width is 5 centimeters. So 8 times 5 equals 40 square centimeters. For figure 3, the side length is 10 meters. What is the area of the figure? A equals S squared, or S times S. The side length is 10 meters. So 10 times 10 equals 100 square meters. For figure 4, the length is 6 meters and the width is 15 meters. It doesn't matter if your length is less than your width. What matters is you get the product of them. What is the area of the figure? A equals length times width, where length is equal to 6 meters and width is equal to 15 meters. So 6 times 15 equals 90 square meters. And for figure 5, the side length is 22 meters. What is the area of the figure? Area is equal to S times S, where the side length is 22 meters. So 22 times 22 equals 484 square meters. Let us read word problem 1. Alexa and her classmates made a miniature flower garden as their project in an EPP subject to be presented in front of the class. After they presented their project, she mentioned that the area of the miniature garden is illustrated below. Find the area of their miniature garden. Question number 1. What can you say about the shape in their miniature flower garden? Answer: the shape of the figure is irregular. It is made up of squares and rectangles. Question number 2. Looking at the shape of their miniature flower garden, how will you find its area? The answer: area of irregular figures can be determined by dividing the figure into squares and rectangles. To find the area of an irregular figure, which is a combination of rectangles and squares, we find the area of each figure separately and then add them to find the total area. And question number 3, in how many ways can you find its area? Answer, you can find its area using the following 2 ways. Solution 1 or illustration 1. There are 2 rectangles formed. Labeled A, rectangle A, and rectangle B. Find the area of the individual shapes. Step 1. Let us find the area of rectangle A. So A equals L times W, where length is equal to 3 centimeters and the width is equal to 5 centimeters. So 3 times 5 equals 15 square centimeters. Step 2. Find the area of rectangle B. Again, A equals L times W, where L is equal to 5 centimeters and W equals 18 centimeters. So 5 times 18 is equal to 90 square centimeters. And finally, step 3. Add the area of rectangle A with the area of rectangle B. So area of the irregular figure is equal to area of rectangle A plus area of rectangle B, where the area of rectangle A is equal to 15 square centimeters plus the area of rectangle B, which is equal to 90 square centimeters. So 15 plus 90 equals 105 square centimeters. Therefore, the area of the miniature flower garden is equal to 105 square centimeters. Let's do another solution. We will divide the irregular figure into 3 shapes. There are 2 rectangles formed, labeled A and B, and 1 square labeled C. Let us now find the area of the individual shape. This is the illustration of rectangle A. Step 1, find the area of rectangle A. Again, A equals L times W, where L or length is equal to 5 centimeters and width is equal to 8 centimeters. So 5 times 8 equals 40 square centimeters. This is the illustration of rectangle B. Step 2, find the area of rectangle B. So A equals L times W. L is equal to 8 centimeters and W equals 5 centimeters. So 8 times 5 equals 40 square centimeters. And the illustration of square C. So letters, step 3, find the area of square C, where A equals S squared or S times S, and the side length is equal to 5 centimeters. So 5 times 5 equals 25 square centimeters. And finally, step 4, area of the miniature flower garden is equal to area of rectangle A plus area of rectangle B plus area of square C. So we have 40 square centimeters, that is the area of rectangle A, plus 40 square centimeters, area of rectangle B, plus 25 square centimeters, the area of square C. A total of 105 square centimeters. Still, the area of the miniature flower garden is equal to 105 square centimeters. Let's try another word problem. Jillian wants to buy a rice field in the province. She would like to know the area of the rice field. Can you help Jillian find the total area of the rice field below? Illustration 1 or solution 1. To solve the problem, divide the figure into square and rectangle and label them as square A and rectangle B. Step 1. Find the area of square A, where A is equal to S squared or S times S. And the side length is 10 meters. So 10 times 10 equals 100 square meters. Step 2, find the area of rectangle B, where A is equal to length times width. Length is equal to 8 meters, while width is equal to 15 meters. So 8 times 15 equals 120 square meters. And step 3, area of the figure, irregular figure, is equal to area of square A plus area of rectangle B. Area of square A is equal to 100 square meters plus area of rectangle B is equal to 120 square meters. So 100 plus 120 is equal to 220 square meters. The area of the rice field is 220 square meters. Let's try another solution. Solution 2 or illustration 2. Divide the rectangle or divide the irregular figure into two rectangles and label them as rectangle A and rectangle B. Find the area of rectangle A. Again, A equals L times W. L is equal to 8 meters, while width equals 25 meters. So, A times 25 equals 200 square meters. Step 2, find the area of rectangle B. Again, A equals L times W, where length is equal to 2 meters and width is equal to 10 meters. So 2 times 10 equals 20 square meters. And finally, step 3, area of the irregular figure is equal to area of rectangle A plus area of rectangle B, where area of rectangle A is equal to 200 square meters and area of rectangle B is equal to 20 square meters. So 200 plus 20 is equal to 220 square meters. Again, the area of the rice field is equal to 220 square meters. Let's try another. Word problem 3. We will divide the irregular figure into two rectangles and label them as rectangle A and rectangle B. We will now get the area of each individual shape. We start with step 1 or the area of rectangle A. A equals L times W, where length is equal to 12 centimeters and width is equal to 6 centimeters. So 12 times 6 equals 72 square centimeters. Step 2, find the area of rectangle B, where A is equal to L times W. So length is equal to 5 centimeters and width is equal to 10 centimeters. So 5 times 10 equals 50 square centimeters. And finally, step 3. The area of the irregular figure is equal to area of rectangle A plus area of rectangle B, where the area of rectangle A equals 72 square centimeters plus area of rectangle B, which is equal to 50 square centimeters. 72 plus 50 is equal to 122 square centimeters. Therefore, the area of the irregular figure is equal to 122 square centimeters. Let's wrap up of what you have learned today. How will you find the area of irregular figure? Area of irregular figures can be determined by dividing the figure into squares and rectangles. To find the area of a irregular figure, which is a combination of rectangles and squares, we find the area of each figure separately and then add them to find the total area. Let's do the following activity. Here is the direction. Find the area of the following irregular shapes. Write your answer on a sheet of paper. Again, find the area of the following irregular shapes. Write your answer on a sheet of paper. For figure 1, know that you have answered most of the items correctly. For your mastery of the lesson we have discussed today, do more practice exercises on your mathematics worksheet on pages 3 to 7. Always remember, mathematics may not teach us to add love or subtract hate, but it gives us hope that every problem has a solution. That's all for today. I hope you learned maths. Thank you for listening. I am Ricarte B. Maglalang, your mathematics grade 4 anchor teacher for today. Keep safe, everyone. Until next time. Bye.